What's up, Otaku and Gamer Nation? It's your boy, Oda King Live, coming at you again for another Pickups of the Week episode. And here's my fingers, but I apologize. I've been missing weeks for pickups here and there, but I mean, I've been buying. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been buying kind of too much, but I've just been getting lazy, and I missed last week, and now what's happened is all these weeks are mashed up together, and I don't remember what week I bought what. So I just pulled a bunch of crap out, and if I've gone over any of this stuff in the previous video, I'm just gonna apologize right now, but I don't think I have. So it's a little bit of everything today. It's a little bit of EB games, a little bit of pawn shopping, a little bit of local dealing, a little bit of corner slinging. You know, it's a little bit of everything today, and so let's just get right into it and start out with some of the PlayStation 2 games I've picked up recently. Now, well, and a little bit of Xbox. Okay, so what we got here, these are eBay purchases. Get out of the way, mouse. So, there's a dealer on eBay. I think he's like the biggest seller on eBay. His shipping is $1 an item. And, you know, if you've been on eBay anytime, like me, especially if you live in Canada, $1 shipping is amazing. So I buy from him quite often. Now I paid $10 for the Xbox Looney Tune game here, which unfortunately I found at the pawn shop for $10, so it wasn't a deal. However, War of the Monsters for $10 is a decent deal because it's not that cheap at the pawn shops, and of course, being, you know, complete is also just epic as all hell. And this was actually one of the first PS2 games I ever got burnt. When I first got my PS2, I got it modded because, you know, I was a poor college, you know, meathead, and I was buying, you know, burnt games back in the day from, you know, Chinatown, and this was one of them. So I think it was finally the last holdout of my burnt games for the PS2 that I finally finished, completed, and got out of the way. I also got a couple anime discs, but honestly I can't remember what it was. I know one was a .hack box set, which was nice, but I left that downstairs. So we're just going to move along with whatever other junk I got laying here. This was a pickup from a local shop, Capcom vs. SNK2. He had it for $10. I ended up doing him a deal. I traded him some like double Intellivision games, I think, and got it for free. I got another game with it too, but apparently I don't know where it is. So for now, we'll just move along. Tactics Ogre I picked up at one of the big pawn shops next town over. Honestly, $17.99, little steep, but not bad for Tactics Ogre, because I mean, if you try to get that on PlayStation, it's a little bit more than $17.99. And I really enjoyed all the Ogre series. I still haven't managed to pick up the Super Nintendo version, Ogre Battle, because I don't feel like paying $200 for it yet. So I've been dealing with some cheaper versions as I go along. Now, at the same pawn shop that I got Tactics Ogre, they finally dropped the price on this piece of crap, I mean bad boy, DForce for the Super Nintendo. This was one of the first games I ever got from the flea market like 25 years ago, whatever the hell it was. Me and one of my high school buddies would go up to the flea market with his mom, and there was a guy there, a seller, and he used to do literal one-for-one deals. Now this was way back in the day when sellers, you know, they weren't the smartest. So I just bring a game and trade it for something else. It was epic as hell. Now, it wasn't until late, like maybe the next year, he started doing 2-for-1, so it wasn't such a good deal. But I got this. Unfortunately, it sucks as all hell. I mean, even the graphics on the box are terrible. I mean, that's like a fuzzy in-game chopper. It just looks bad. But it was like, you know, just an overhead type shooter. But I don't know. I don't remember why it was so bad, but it pretty much was, and I loved shmups and all that, you know, Raiden trad and all that. I love those, but this wasn't cool. So as you can tell, they just lowered it recently, January 26, 2018. Now this sat there for like 2 years at like $20, and I wouldn't pay 20 for it. But at 15, you know, I'll buy Super Nintendo boxed games at 15 bucks all day. So, and then I got this one too. Again, it was another $15 price drop. Street Combat. I mean, you know, God knows what you're getting into here, an IREM game. But it honestly doesn't look terrible. I'm not sure if it's a one-on-one fighting game or what, but you know what? The more I look at the pictures on the back, the more terrible it's starting to look, and that's some wicked glare. But either way, again, $15 Super Nintendo games, and the box is like crispy mint. I mean, it's nice. DForce has the big, you know, someone stepped on it right there. But again, 15 bucks. I don't really care because my Super Nintendo collection hasn't really grown in a long time. And it kind of makes me sad because I need more Super Nintendo games. Now, this one actually came from a local Salvation Army. I go there pretty much every day because you never know what they're going to have. So I got another pink DSi, 20 bucks, and this is not bad. I mean, it's a little dirty, but outside of that, the screens are a little scratched. But what this pretty much is for, since I already have a pink DSi, is just another one for my son if he breaks his black one and, you know, wants to keep playing his Pokemon game, he can at least move on to this pink one until I get him another one. Now, it also came with 2 AC adapters, which is just sweet because, I mean, you know, they're like 10 bucks to buy separately anyways, as it is. And then they had a bunch of games for 3 bucks. I got Mario Party and then something else. I don't remember what the other game was, but I already have Mario Party in box, so I got this one for my son as well for when when he finally decides to get bored of Pokemon, he can maybe play a little Mario Party. So I picked that up, and again, DSi's, DS's, whatever, you know, if they're 20 bucks, I'll buy those all day too, because that is a good deal. And now at GameStop the other day, let's see if I can get this even in focus here. Maybe I have to move the camera back a bit here. The Rick and Morty Rick Portal gun. I really love this thing because I was going to buy one of these off eBay for the longest time. And they were roughly about the same price, about $20 to $30. I got my discount on this, of course, being, you know, Onyx and all that other good stuff. So, you know, it makes noises and everything else. So honestly, for 20 bucks, it's pretty epic. And you know, if you follow my channel, I've been buying up some Rick and Morty cosplay stuff because I plan on doing a Rick and Morty music video at some point in the near far future. And well, that's one more piece of the puzzle. So I'm pretty happy to finally have that under the bank and not without having to go resort to eBay for it. So let's move along here. Now these I bought a little while ago, and I'm really not sure if I showed them or not, but I got actually quite a few Funko Pops recently. So let's try and get these all in the shot if I can. And I'm honestly glad I bought these because the other ones are still there, but these ones are not. Let me explain. So when these He-Man ones came out, and of course I can't get them all in the same shot, what happened was, let's move Evelyn over here for now. So when these came out a few weeks ago at GameStop, or EB Games, they had, you know, these 3, plus they had, you know, the secondary baddies. Oh, nice little ding there. Let's see who we got here. Yeah, they got like Beastman, Orko, you know, Merman, and Stratos. Now, pretty much all these guys are still there. But all the He-Mans, Evelyns, and Skeletors are gone. So, because, well, being more main characters. So I'm really glad I got these because I don't know, I was at the pawn shop the other day and they have the original release of these with the battle armor damage Funkos, and they're like 50 bucks each. So if these He-Man are any similar to those ones, the price is going to skyrocket. So I'm glad I got them out of the way when I did. And plus, you know, Evelyn and, you know, Skeletor and He-Man are the top dogs as it is. Would have been nice to have, what was it, Princess Aurora or whatever her name was, but, or, heck, I don't know, my He-Man knowledge is pretty hurting nowadays. I sold all my toys as a kid, and I have yet to buy them back. So, educate me in the comment section below. Because I know there was the Man-at-Arms, and then, that other girl whose name I can't remember. But, hey, anyways, moving along. And another big item here, another pawn shop, or actually Salvation Army pickup. These are the Ninja Turtle puzzles that I picked up the other day for $1 each, which, you know, heck, I'll pick up original puzzles for $1 all day as well, you know what I'm saying? So these are 1990, I believe, which, you know, not too ancient, but, you know, 1990 is 1990. And there's 3 of them, which, let's see if, wherever the hell the date is on this one. Why is this one missing? Where's the date on this one? Okay, well, anyways, this one apparently doesn't want to tell me the date, unlike those 2. Random House. So this one's different, actually. I just realized this one's Random House. These 2 are Rose Art brand. I honestly didn't realize these were 2 different brands of puzzles. So either way, it's original Ninja Turtles, you know, like 1990 kind of deal. Oh, this one's actually 87, according to the little date right down there in the corner. So, you know, for $1, you know, again, all day, every day, I'll pick these up. And what's funny is that they were probably only originally a couple dollars as it was. Oh, this one's saying it's 84. What? How's that? What? Anyways, whatever. Hey, I like them, and, you know, in my next video, you might see a few more puzzles that I picked up, but they're to do with something else. And what that something else is what we're going to see in a second here. What we got here is the granddaddy of the show, which of course is not going to fit in the friggin' shop because it's huge. But as you can tell, and as I'll move my camera back here, it is the Conquest. What is it? X30, I believe. G.I. Joe plane, or the shark mouth backwards wing plane, as I used to call it back in the day. This is one of the bigger vehicles that I never actually had as a child. You know, being poor ass, I could only ever get the smaller vehicles. I never got too many of the big vehicles unless I made a deal or traded someone or, you know, stole it off someone, whatever. But this was one I never actually had, and you know, it took 30 years, but I finally got it. Bought it off a guy off you know, Kijiji locally. $40, which was a little more than I wanted to spend, but you know, whatever. It's borderline complete, has all the missiles, came with the guy, and everything else. So I couldn't say no, as well as, you know, all landing gear works. All the wheels underneath have them pushed in right now. There's the front one and there's the back ones. So, you know, in that type of condition with all the missiles and everything else, you can't really say no. So I finally completed this one, and if you've been following my pickup videos, you know that I've been picking up G.I. Joe stuff a lot lately. I got a huge amount just the other day. That'll probably be my next pickups video. And if you like, you know, leave a like or a comment below if you want to see me do just a huge Joe, you know, collection showcase, because I pulled it all out the other day and took some pictures for Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you don't, because that's where I upload a lot of my pictures of the stuff I buy. And I should have done a video then, and I didn't, and I regret life because of it. But hey, you know what? That's it for now. I got so much junk behind me that I'll have to sort it all out for next week's video. So leave a like. If you liked anything in this video below, leave a comment below. Let me know what you've been picking up. Let me know if you like anything that you saw, or you got better crap than me, maybe. And I'll talk to you next time. Peace. Yeah!